Ladies and gentlemen, before buying this car, it's very important that you be well equipped with information regarding these two problems which are associated with this car. We are talking about the Toyota Caldina 2007, and I'll be taking you through this discussion in details to make sure that you are well informed, well equipped with how you can get to maneuver these problems, because these are problems which are seen with this car most of the time. So it's very important for you to pay attention and of course get with the video till to the end. Of course, if it's your first time coming across my videos or basically this channel and you haven't hit the subscribe button, which is just below here, just go ahead and do so, so that guys we can get to move forward together. And of course, as I get to bring you more episodes regarding car details, car review, you can always be a part of this conversation. I'll be taking you through this discussion. My name is Willie, and of course, guys, if cars is something that gets you excited, this is the place that you need to be. So, right now, guys, let's just go ahead and get to look into these two problems that I'm talking about into details, as well as I'll also be showing you other features that you need to know about this particular car. So, stick around, guys. Well, before we get to look into the two main problems that are associated with the Toyota Caldina, it's important that we get to first of all get to understand the motor that gets to power this car, because these two main problems they all come from the engine. So pay attention, guys, as I'll be taking you through to inform you, or basically to take you through the kind of engine that gets to power this car. And remember, this is a very big car. It has a very big body, so for that case it needs to have a very strong engine. So with the Toyota Caldina 2007, remember this is the latest model that we have out there at this particular moment. But it's important also to know that this car generation was first produced way back in 1997, and of course it has undergone so much transformation over the years. Remember, with the Toyota Caldina comes from the generation of the T24. So having said about the big body, of course, and the advancement and technological transformation that this car has gone through, it do have Toyota Caldina, they do come with three type of engine. Remember, you may find a Toyota Caldina with a different engine as maybe another different one. So you'll be associating these cars with either an 1.8 liter petrol engine, or either there's the 2.0 natural aspirated petrol engine. And of course we have the most powerful in this line, which is the Toyota Caldina, the 2.0 turbocharged engine. Remember, this one is what we know it as the GT4. So but the most popular one is the 1.8 liter. So that's what we'll be looking into details, so that we can get to look at these two main problems that will always be associated with this car. So for that case, let's just go ahead and get to look into the 1.8 liter. And remember, this engine goes by the name, is called the 1ZZ engine, and it's a very I would say it's a convenient engine. Apart from these two problems that we're talking about, it's an engine that if well maintained and of course given proper service, it can get to serve you for a long time. So other specs that you need to know about this engine is that it's a four-cylinder engine. That's also very important to understand that. And with the four piston, it gets to give out a power, that is the horsepower that this engine gets to emit is 132 horsepower. It's a very strong engine, to just say the least. So also it do comes with the double overhead camshaft. And remember, this is very crucial when we talk about the engine, the performance of the engine, as well as how the engine performs. With the double overhead camshaft, remember, this gets to assist in forcing in air as well as forcing out the exhaust gas. So if the two they are being done in a synchronized manner, it really gets the engine to be calm and of course to run smooth. So also another important thing to know about this car, particularly the engine, it do come with the 16 valves, 4 on each cylinder, as well as this car is usually a 2WD, meaning it's a two-wheel drive. So, and of course with the Caldina 2007, it's a front wheel drive car. So basically that's what you need to know about this particular the 1ZZ engine. More features we'll be looking into, guys, into details. I'll be doing an episode on that, but this one is just to inform you about the basic features that you need to know about this car. And speaking of the problems that are associated with this car, mainly they are just two, one of which is usually problems with the timing chain. You'll realize with this big engine, you'll experience most of the time these problems with the timing chain. And it's important we have a quick breakdown of what basically a timing chain does. Remember, the main purpose of the timing chain, there are those cars which use just a belt, but this particular one, it uses a chain. So the purpose of the timing chain, it usually synchronizes both the camshaft as well as the crankshaft. So it's very, very important to understand that. Remember, the speed at which the camshaft gets to rotate as well as should be the same speed that the crankshaft rotates, so that we have a synchronized or a coordinated way of pulling in air as well as fuel, as well as the same time we get to push the crankshaft at the same speed. So in case we have problems with that, you may realize that the car might not run smoothly. These are problems which is associated with camshaft with the Toyota Caldina 2007 in most cases. The second problem that you will be noticing in this car, of course, is some problems with oil leaks, especially we have the valves gasket. It's usually just the top part of the engine. You will always be noticing there are some oil leaks. And remember, whenever you have these oil leaks, remember the level of the oil is also reducing. So these also translates to problems like oil consumption, which is very, very a headache, especially if a car keeps repeating the same problem. So it's important that you get to notice these two problems you'll always find with the Toyota Caldina 2007. So those are problems associated with the engine. So pay attention to that, and especially if you're going out there to buy a second-hand car, make sure you get to check out those. So with the problem with the timing chain, how do you get to identify this problem? You can always check, especially in the morning when you're doing the cold start. Listen to the noise if the engine is giving out some weird noise. And remember, with the problem with the timing chain also translates to problems with the tensioner. Remember, the tensioner is these are the parts which gets to keep the timing chain in place. And if the tensioner, of course, is loose or it's vibrating, it can also result to problems such that you find the valves, they are not coordinated, and this can lead to serious problems like even the engine collapsing. So it's very, very important to pay attention to these two problems. So now, guys, let's just go ahead and get to look into other features that are associated with the Toyota Caldina, not just the engine. Remember, we have the interior, we have the exterior. All those we'll be looking in the video. So let's just go ahead and we get to look at the exterior part of the Toyota Caldina. Well, guys, looking at the external features that you'll always notice about this car, basically the first thing you will notice, and different from other cars, is the shape of this car. It do have a very nice aerodynamic body shape, which is very, very unique. Other cars that you might see with this closed body shape could be maybe cars like the Wingroad, but with the Caldina, it's a very, very unique shape, and of course it has a very long chest. So that's something that you will notice with the Toyota Caldina. So looking at the specific features, looking at from the, let's start from the front part. You see it has these big the double headlights, and it do comes with the Xeon headlights, and these are very, very strong, and that gives the driver visibility, especially when the driver is cruising at night. These headlights gets the job done. They do a very, very good job when it comes to that. Also, looking at the front part, we have these the iconic Toyota Caldina logo. It's basically an inverted triangle. That's the brand of this car. You'll always see attached that logo in the front grill. Speaking of the front part, we also have these small grill over here. These it's a Japanese related grill, which you'll always see with most Toyota cars, and you can see these grill is very very unique, and of course it was made purely for the Caldina because it has that unique shape which also blends in with the entire shape of the car. So with the grill, it do allow the air to flow easily into the engine. Remember the radiator is just behind there, so it's very very crucial when it comes to the cooling of the engine. So speaking of the front part, we are talking about some trims may come with the fog lights, but this is not a standard feature that you'll be seeing with every Toyota Caldina, particularly the 2007. But with the fog lights also to boost the look of the car, which is very very important, and also it's a plus when it comes to also to the marketing and of course the likability of the user. So apart from the front part, some they may come with a scoop just above the bonnet, but this just some small advertisement, but you may not see in every Caldina out there. Like you can see, this one doesn't have the bonnet scoop, so that's not a feature that is standard for every Toyota Caldina out there. Speaking of the external parts, the external features, this car is a very big car, so you may find some they do come with the 17-inch wheels, others do comes with the 15-inch, but it depends with the person owning the car. You can do some aftermarket upgrades. Maybe you get to do some change of the alloy rims. You can see the alloy rims, the car looks very very different and looks very very nice. Some people they go ahead, they do advancement to the braking system. Some Caldina do come with just the front disc braking system. The rear wheels you may find they have the drums and the linings, but some people go ahead, they do the advancement, they get to add those rear sporty disc braking system, but those are just aftermarket upgrades. Looking at the rear part, they do have these big LED boot light rear lights, which are very very important, especially to guide the person who is behind you. So whenever you get to press the brakes, they can always get to be alerted that you're slowing down or you're coming to a stop. So that's something which you will notice with the Caldina, and it has those unique two rear lights which are very very big, extending to the boots, and we have also the iconic Caldina name, which is usually you get to see it at the back. So remember, the Caldina, it's a company from Toyota, so it comes with the Toyota logo, so that's for the brand identity. So some trims they do comes with the rear window wiper, but not all trims do comes with that. So you'll be seeing with some, you can see we have this one has the rear wiper, but some don't come with that. But we also have these unique sporty spoiler, which makes the car, the shape of the car, to look complete and of course look more stretch and look more sporty. So that's something you'll see with most cars. Most Caldinas they do come with a spoiler, but it's not a must, it's not a standard feature in every Caldina out there. So for the side mirrors, they may come with some blinkers. It's just an additional feature, but it's not a standard, so you won't be seeing in every Caldina out there. We have talked of alloy rims. We have like for this one, you can see it has some extension of these side panels, which are side door panels, which is not a standard, and you may find some don't come with that, so it's not a must to get to see that. But for the basic features, this car looks generally very nice, and from the external side it can really sell with much ease. So now let's go ahead guys, we get to look at the interior. Remember, we're talking about a 2007, and unlike other cars that we have done some reviews, this one you will be seeing more advanced features. And Caldina, apart from the two problems that we have talked about, Caldina generally is a good car to own. So let's just go ahead and get to look at the interior. Well guys, talking of the interior guys, remember these are 5 passengers, it's a 5-seater car, and we're also talking about a very big extension boot, which gives this car the ability to give different purposes or to serve different purposes. So for instance, if you're a person who gets to carry ruggages every now and then, this car could be an ideal type for you to own. Remember, we are talking about this car, we could compare with things like other cars like the Toyota Fielder, but for the Caldina, it's a bit big. Remember, most of the Fielders, they usually are 1.5 liter engine, but this one, remember, the minimum is 1.8. Remember, so that's to show you that this car comes with more power. So with the Caldina 2007, most of the seats, most of the cars or the trims do come with leather seats. Most of them, they are, of course, they are leather heated. We are talking about the front seat as well as the rear seats. They are powered, meaning you can get to adjust them by just pressing some buttons, and those are features that you'll be seeing in most of the luxury cars. So with the Caldina, apart from just giving performance, it also gets to do some upgrades, to give you some upgrades that you may find in those high-end cars. And if you're looking for a car that has power and of course good looking interior, I would suggest all day you get to check out Caldina, but also pay attention to those two problems that we have talked about. Apart from the seats being leather upholstery, and as well as also having the power adjustable seats, as well as they're also heated. The center console of this car looks very unique. Remember, it also gets to look the same way as the logo that we said, it's an inverted triangle. That's also something you'll be noticing with the center console. So with this Caldina, most of them, they have the CVT transmission gearbox. Most of them, they are 4 or 5-speed gear. So as having remember I said they're also automatic, so that's also gets to give it the ability also to be accepted in the market, because not so many people, they are well conversant when it comes to driving the manual. So with the Caldina, some do come with the touchscreen radio system, infotainment system, but some they do come with just basic information, that is infotainment system. But those are things that you can get to do some upgrades here and there. So they also do come with the climate control system, which is basic for most cars. We're also talking about things like we're also talking about things like two airbags, both one on the passenger seat, the other one attached at the steering wheel. So with more high-end trims, you will see some buttons on the driver's steering wheel, that is on the driver's cabin. Like for this one, you can see we have some buttons here, which gets to give the capability to control the infotainment system, as well as maybe the climate control system. From here, you don't need to keep moving from the center console to the driver, so you can get to do all the control right there. Talking of the space that this car has, at the center console we have more space whereby you can get to keep your things. We're talking about things like cup holders. You also have the door panel holders, so whereby you can get to keep more things. And you can see we have more space over here. So with the Caldina, one thing you will note, issues with the space with the Caldina is not a problem that you can always get to see. So it's very important that you get to notice that with the Caldina. Let's come to the space at the boot. This car, as I said, it's a very big car. So when it comes to the space, you have ample space to put all your things, so you won't be struggling when it comes to the space. And if you get to slide those rear seats, trust me guys, you'll have more and more space. So I would suggest, if you're a person who has always have luggages to carry, check out Toyota Caldina, but having in mind those two problems, so which you can get to take care by having proper timing when it comes to service. We're also talking about replacing with the right spares. So that's all you need to know about the Toyota Caldina. Let me know your experience with the car. If you have owned one before, talk to me in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. So that's what I had for you today, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Peace, guys.